In a last-ditch effort, 1993 Bombay blast accused and death row convict Yakub Memon has once again moved the Supreme Court for a stay against his execution, which at least for now is scheduled for the 30th of July. His new petition claims the death warrant order is illegal since it didn't follow proper procedure. Mustafa Sheikh now reports from Mumbai.
Can the 1993 Mumbai blast convict Yakub Memon's last-ditch effort save him from gallows? Yakub has moved country's top court, alleging that the death warrant is illegal. Memon's curative petition was cancelled just a couple of days back, clearing decks for his execution on July 30th. The Nagpur Central Jail has already started preparations.
उसके वेट के 1.5 फुट ज़्यादा वेट बना के डमी बनाते हैं और डमी का सराव करते रहते हैं.
Meanwhile, in what could be their last meeting, Yakub Memon's wife and daughter met him at the Nagpur jail today.
The family has come here for the last time to meet Yakub Memon, and this can be their last interaction. It would be very interesting to see what interaction takes place between them, whereas the jail authorities are saying that for now Yakub Memon has not been eating anything for a day.
Yakub has been in the jail for the past 21 years and will be the first convict to be executed for the 1993 blast. His brother, the main accused, Tiger Memon, is still absconding.
His case is the same as that of Dawood. He is in Pakistan, to our knowledge, and Pakistan continues to deny that he is there. Just like they denied to their closest ally that Osama was was being given shelter in Pakistan.
If Yakub is hanged on July 30th, it will be the third execution in India in the past 8 years, after Ajmal Kasab in November 2008 and Afzal Guru in February 2013. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, Yakub Memon's wife has raised an interesting issue. She claims that Yakub is being hanged for the crime committed, she believes, by Yakub's brother Tiger Memon, who she says was the prime conspirator of the 93 Mumbai blast. Is that true? Joining me now, Ujjwal Nikam, Special Public Prosecutor, and Shyam Keswani, Senior Lawyer. Appreciate both of you joining us. Ujjwal Nikam, when Yakub Memon's wife says that Yakub is paying the price for Tiger Memon's sins, what would you like to tell her and the country?
Let me tell you very frankly, I don't agree the allegation made by her, because the Supreme Court has clearly held and scanned the entire evidence which was adduced by the prosecution in the said trial, and ultimately the Supreme Court has held that the acts and omission committed by Yakub Memon in order to fulfill the objective of the criminal conspiracy warrants death penalty. So now there is a legal complete finding.
In your view,
not
was
only
Yakub
that,
aware of the entire conspiracy? In your view, was Yakub aware and involved in the entire conspiracy?
yes, indeed, I must say, you see, Rajdeep, you will appreciate that it is very seldom to have the direct evidence on the criminal conspiracy. But in this case, I must tell you that we have adduced the evidence of the such persons who have actually participated in the criminal conspiracy, the first thing. Secondly, we have the evidence of the confession of co-accused. Thirdly, we have the circumstantial evidence which would show as to how Yakub has made an arrangement so far as the traveling arrangement, providing finance for the undergoing the training in Pakistan. So we had sufficient evidence, and Yakub was fully knowing about not only about the hatching of the criminal conspiracy, about what is to be done, and that is the reason why Yakub had left Mumbai on 1 day earlier to the date of the blast.
Can I for a moment take that to you, Mr. Keswani? Do you believe that Yakub Memon deserves mercy? Or do you believe, because you have been among those who believe that Yakub returned to India as part of a deal with the police, can the police have a deal in any way with someone who was involved in such a conspiracy?
Yes. I believe that Yakub was in touch with the government authorities. And the story of the prosecution that they arrested him at Delhi railway station is all hogwash.
So you So you say there was a
Judge-
deal. You maintain
Judge
that
Kode-
Yakub was promised, you believe that Yakub was promised relief in return for him turning approver and confessor in this case?
I will tell you on the very first day that I was approached to appear for the Memon family. I was called by the senior police CBI officer who has an office bang opposite Sachiwala. He told me, Mr. Keswani, how come you haven't still filed the bail application? I said, bail application is such a massive case? He says, yes, you better file and you don't worry. We have nothing against this man. And the way he has helped the Indian authorities
you are coming
by giving a...
You are coming on record to say that the CBI official asked you to file a bail application, saying we have nothing on this man.
Yes. He said, why haven't you filed a bail application?
You are making a very serious...
Mr.
Mr. Keswani, you are saying something very serious. Ujjwal Nikam, please respond. Ujjwal Nikam, I have a lawyer, senior lawyer saying...
Ujjwal Nikam was not present when this talk took place between me and the CBI official. And next day, listen to me for a moment.
Yes.
Next day when I went to the court, I filed an application for bail and it was opposed tooth and nail on that day.
Can I get Ujjwal Nikam to respond, sir? Let me get Mr. Nikam, please respond to what I'm hearing from Mr. Keswani.
I don't think Ujjwal was there on the
No, let him still respond on the larger issue of a deal, because this question has been raised from time to time. Ujjwal, respond.
Rajdeep, I have high regard and respect for my senior friend Mr. Keswani, but I would like to pose a simple question to Mr. Keswani, that why you yourself, if you are seized with all these facts, why you never divulge all these facts before the Tada court? If at all any commitment was made by any CBI official, then why you did not file an affidavit that this is a betrayal to my client? You had never come with this theory. You are coming this theory for the first time on camera. Mr. Keswani, number two, if at all this is a true fact, then why your client, let me complete, Mr. Keswani.
Please,
if at all this is a true fact, then why your client did not made statement before the Tada court, number two. Number three, in your statement, which was recorded by the court after completion of the evidence by the prosecution, why your client did not utter a single word in his statement under section 313 when he was examined by the court that I was promised by CBI, I surrender before the court, and this is a betrayal by the CBI. Not a single allegation has ever made.
Mr. Ujjwal Nikam, I take your point. Mr. Keswani, why did you not, what you are saying today on this channel is an extremely sensational comment. Why did you not take this comment and put it on record? That the CBI wanted you to file a bail for Yakub Memon, saying there is no case against him.
Listen to me. I was in the matter only for about 10 days when the matter was taken over by one Mr. Majid Memon. And I told my client, you either keep Majid Memon or you keep me. Because when I had argued the bail application on the first day, after I finished, Mr. Majid Memon got up and started arguing.
Can I ask you though, Mr. Keswani? Mr. Keswani, do you believe that your client or then client for 10 days, Yakub Memon, knew the full extent of the conspiracy? Was he fully involved, or can he pass the buck on to Tiger Memon? I want a straight statement from you today.
I do not think even for a moment that Yakub Memon was involved. Everybody had left the place. I'm telling you. And why did the senior CBI officer tell me in the next day in the court, sorry Mr. Keswani, instructions have changed from Delhi in the last 12 hours.
I see. It's very interesting.
This is the real
very interesting.
And what should I do? That I will now appear as a defense witness, or I'll file an affidavit. After the first 8 or 10 days that I happen to be there,
Mr. Keswani, you have made an absolutely explosive comment today on this program. All I can say, what you are saying Many of us who covered the Mumbai blast of 93 suspected. Today you are coming on camera to claim that there was a deal between Yakub Memon and the CBI. You are claiming that the CBI asked you to file for a bail application, claiming that you believe the CBI official told you they had nothing on Yakub. I'm going to give a final word to Ujjwal Nikam. Do you believe this changes anything, or is it too late now?
But before that, why don't you listen to this? Was Yakub ever arrested at Delhi police station, railway station? Is this a truth or a lie? Even Judge Kode has said that the CBI has not been clear about the arrest of Yakub Memon, whether from Delhi or from elsewhere.
Okay.
So they begin with on a false note.
Sir,
who created that?
Just a minute.
And I'm sure, if you, as they say in law, falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus, you begin with a false thing.
Okay,
you
let me
build
leave it
your
there.
edifice on a weak foundation.
Okay,
what happens?
Okay, sir.
Mr.
Keswani, let's not have. Mr. Keswani, you made your point, sir. Sir, with due respect, you made your point.
I'm not fighting shy on the point of conviction. Okay, you keep a man for 21 years in jail and prison. Now you should be hanged. What is the normal punishment of life sentence?
I take your point,
sir.
People
coming out after 14 years.
Sir, I've taken your point. Keswani ji, let me ask Ujjwal Nikam that. Ujjwal Nikam, the planters of the bombs in the case have got life imprisonment. And Mr. Yakub Memon, whom Mr. Keswani is claiming he has a question mark over his involvement, gets death sentence after being 21 years on death row. How do you respond? What would you like to tell? A final word.
Rajiv, I would like to make two things very clear.
Yes.
Tara court had awarded death penalty even to the planters as well as to the conspirator, that is Yakub Memon.
Yes.
But when it came before the Supreme Court had reduced that death penalty from death penalty to life imprisonment so far as planters are concerned.
Yes.
And maintain and confirm the death penalty to Yakub Memon. The logical reason behind this, what it appears to me, that the Supreme Court has made a clear distinction between director of a movie, director of a picture, and the actors who are playing to the tune of the director. Supreme Court must have held that director means the main conspirator, they should be dealt with very severe sentence than the planters, because who acted as per the directions of the conspirator. So Supreme Court said the director is always behind the curtain of the stage and the actors have to play. So therefore, what I personally feel, that Supreme Court has rightly made the distinction also, if at all one has to be blamed, then conspirators to be blamed, because they are the primary responsible people.
Sir, I take your point. The ultimate irony, though, Nikam ji, you know and I know, the ultimate irony is that the real conspirators, Tiger Memon and Dawood Ibrahim, are somewhere in Pakistan or somewhere else in the world, luxuriating at the moment, even as you and I and Keswani ji wonder what will be Yakub Memon's fate. And that really is the tragedy of those 93 Bombay blast case, that the real conspirators at the end of the day, the Tigers and the Dawuds, have got away. I'm not saying that Yakub was not involved. We will go by what the court has pronounced on him. But clearly Tiger and Dawood need to come back if we are to achieve closure in this case. Ujjwal Nikam, Mr. Keswani, I appreciate your joining us and giving us two sides to the Yakub Memon story.